Expedition Overland is proudly presented by General Tire, anywhere is possible, and in part by Maxtrax, take the easy way out, Magpul, hard goods and apparel, Warn, go prepared, Icon Vehicle Dynamics, Equipped Expedition Outfitters, CBI Off-Road Fabrication, X-Venture Trailers, and in association with Toyota, let's go places. We are in Bolivia and have made our way from La Paz south to the dusty town of Oruro. Fuel has become a struggle in Bolivia. They either won't sell us fuel because we are internationals, or they sell it at a highly inflated tourist price.
I'm roses and fairy tales.
Gas station after gas station is refusing to sell us fuel.
You say they have gas, but they won't sell it to us?
Correct. They won't sell it to international.
Same deal. They'll sell us fuel, but just at the foreign plate price.
We don't have a lot of cash, so
Yeah.
if you could get lucky, that'd be good.
Yeah, or we gotta hunt cash. All right, well, we are here in Oruro, south of La Paz, and we're kind of fighting fuel. We're finding gas stations either won't sell it to us because we have international plates, or if they will sell it to us, they'll only sell it to us at an international price, which is $8.68 Bolivianos, so 8.68 Bolivianos. That's like $1.50, not quite, $1.10, $1.25 a liter, times that by 4 for a gallon. So we're paying $4.50 a gallon down here. To have a gas station say they frankly won't sell you gas because you're international, it's a little tough. What was this, our 6th gas station maybe? And we found one that would sell it to us at the international price. He said, yeah, sounds good. So I think we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Said, yes,
Yes.
you're right.
It is a rough town.
Okay, let's get out of this. Let's get out of town.
Let's get out of here.
See where
Totally. We should not stay here any longer than we have. Every now and then you go into places and you're just like, what's going on here? It just got a weird vibe. So I'm ready to leave.
Out of Dodge, we push south to Uyuni, Bolivia.
And seems to be get us on the other side of the detour.
We find a good place about an hour north to shut down and cook up some grub.
It's been about a week that I've had to postpone tacos because meat has been bad. So, this is my first look. And it's still red. So I think we're having tacos tonight. Yay!
Uh-oh, that's gonna be a hot bite.
Sometimes I'm always surprised when it's like we're in the middle of nowhere and we still have like warm food and like whatever we want for tacos. And it kind of blows my mind.
Smells amazing.
That's living right there. It may be freezing in a 12,000 foot Bolivian desert altiplano, but those are the best fajitas I've ever had. Ever. Ever.
Made some great miles yesterday, thank goodness. Good roads, and it really bought us a little bit more time to enter today into the Salar De Uyuni, which is a massive salt flat in Bolivia. It's famous. A lot of people say that when they traveled South America, this was their favorite place to be. So it's been on our radar since day one. We'd like to say that this is a super beautiful place, but we are downwind or downstream of a town, and there are like diapers in the sand here and stuff. So this water is pretty suspect. We were gonna maybe even try and filter some water and put it into the XV3 trailer, but we can go to town and buy water, and so we're gonna do that. But now we need to pack up the trucks and get all of our provisions so we can be out in the desert for a few days. So let's roll.
All right, X3's up. We're gonna roll on out. We're just gonna put the U here, guys. Go back to the same road we came in.
Before setting out into the desert, we need to get some chores done.
Hey Jeff,
How's it going?
good, how are you?
Great.
What are you gonna do now?
We're gonna go get some groceries.
¿Por qué?
Well, the reason is we're gonna be out on the salt flats there, and we need food.
So we are in Uyuni today. We stopped at one tienda that just had eggs and condiments basically. So we got some eggs and some more mayonnaise for lunches, and then the next one only had drinks, so we didn't get anything there. And then we hopped over to another one that was closing, probably for lunch. Kurt said there was a supermercado back there, so we're gonna try back there and
Woo! We're so good at this.
I'm very thankful that I have a crew of guys that are pretty okay with whatever I make and whatever we have available. So it's been a good challenge and a good adventure. I like being challenged when it comes to food. So we'll see what comes next after in some of the rest of these small towns here in Bolivia.
It's important to have your cars washed and cleaned often in this area, as the salt is extremely corrosive and damaging to the vehicles.
So yeah, we're just finishing up on our car wash here in Uyuni, and you can tell these guys definitely are professionals at this. They're used to washing these tour cars off that are just running through this salt every day. I've got to say, this is one of the most thorough car washes I've ever seen. Pulled up on the ramps here, hosing out all underneath, and put a little rust inhibitor on there, lubed up the drive line and U-joints, and now they're just drying it off, and it's a pretty cool little process.
With our truck ship-shape, it's time to hit the Salar De Uyuni.
All right, we are officially on the Salar De Uyuni. Ryan's choosing the wettest and bumpiest spots.
The Salar De Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat at 4,086 square miles at an elevation of 11,995 feet above sea level. The Salar was formed as a result of transformations between several prehistoric lakes. It is covered in about 10 feet of salt crust, which has extraordinary flatness with the average elevation variations with 1 meter over the entire area of the Salar. So flat that GPS satellites use it for altimeter calibrations.
Pretty incredible though, just the sheer size of the salt flat.
This is my first time ever driving on salt flats. This is amazing. Beautiful here. It's just flat, wide open. It's just so freeing. You can just drive wherever.
And you can see the curvature of the earth as you look around. And I think everyone got here today and realized this place is special. It's neat. The photography is really cool, but just the experience to get a drive across giant expanses of salt flats is pretty cool.
The crust is exceptionally rich in lithium. It contains up to 70% of the world's known lithium reserves.
Every once in a while there's this, I don't know, you just get hit with this feeling of a huge sense of accomplishment. And being able to look at those 3 trucks and what they represent, all the hard work, all the, thousands of hours that have gone into them, with all the people that have supported us to get here, the fans, people watching the show, to sponsors that have paid for us to get here. I mean, sometimes it just hits you and you're like, this is incredible. There's not very many days in life like this when it looks this good and you feel this good.
You okay, Olsen?
I am. I need to put a sweatshirt on, but I
Yeah?
keep choosing not to because I have so much to film.
Yeah, including myself right now?
Yep.
Do-si-do.
This is now a 360-degree view of where we are.
Yeah. Do you feel sick?
Not yet.
Let's go set up camp.
Let's do it.
Dude, Nate, what just happened?
So I was going to grab an interview, and there's these big holes that are about this big around, and they go down about a foot, and then below the foot is just water. And I was walking backwards, getting out of a shot, and I fell in. As you can see, I'm a little soaked, and everything's fine. It just kind of scared me. You're like on this complete flatness, and then suddenly you fall like 1.5 feet, and you're like, where did that come from? So camera's safe, I'm safe, everything's okay. Just gonna go and change my shoe and probably change my underwear too.
The Salar De Uyuni is an exquisite destination. There just isn't really anything like it in the rest of the world that compares to its beauty and size. With night flooding the Salar, the secret treasure of the Salar is revealed. In all of our travels, we have never seen stars this stunning. The Milky Way is bright enough to light your way. No headlamp required.
I do have a advice for any women overlander that are fearful of peeing outdoors. I suggest you come to the salt flats because you don't really have an option. If you have to pee, you just go, and you're just, you know, very what's the word I'm looking for? Exposed. Yep, you know, it makes it better when there's, you know, 6 guys, and then you just buck up and do it.
What I'm looking for is definitely not in here.
Do you want me to help you look for it?
Sure.
What is it?
My patrol gloves from Magpul. So I'm always looking for stuff, and I try to make systems, and then I can't remember my systems. Sometimes it gets the best of me, and I get sad, and I want to just eat chocolate. Lost cause.
Where we're heading today is a little island out here called Isle Inkwasi. It's a little island rocky outcropping with some cool cactuses on it. It is a little tourist stop. I think they have some snacks, restrooms. It's just kind of a neat place to look around to, and you can drive around the island.
All the islands out here are tops of volcanoes, and they look like it. Look at this one off to our left, totally looks like the top of a volcano. This one to the right, I'm going to say 10 degrees off of Inkwasi, totally looks like a volcano. And take a guess how far that island is. I want to hear per car guess.
Yeah, it's 12 miles.
7. All right, X3 guess is 8.1, which is the exact correct answer. As a matter of fact, we're right. 8.1 miles away.
The island is the top of the remains of an ancient volcano, which was submerged when the area was part of a giant prehistoric lake. Inkwasi has a total area of 61 acres and is home to gigantic cactus.
How's it feel?
Pretty cactus. Pretty cactus. It's a little pokey, but not bad. Yeah.
Ticket?
Sure.
Harry, I took care of it. This is the first time Kurt has ever run a camera. No? Do you like them?
You won't have sun blindness.
Yeah, they're super punk.
You will not have snow blindness or
Well, I'll
salt
tell you.
blindness.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I've had snow blindness before.
When Heather's complaining about having salt blindness, it's because of all the salt. This salt, this salt, this salt, this salt, and the salt you can't even see.
Outside of hotels, the best bathroom experience I've had.
What happened in there?
Well,
describe it.
Okay, you walk in the door. To your right, there's the men's stalls, and then a little wall separates the women's stalls. I, being the shortest male member on the team, took the largest stall. Nathan, being the tallest male member of the team, took the smallest stall.
It took what was
What
given
was
at
your
that
point of view? What happened on your point of view?
Well, I think as you'll see in the footage, this is what it's like to poop on an island toilet when you're 6.5 feet tall and the stalls are designed for 5.5 foot people.
You didn't Norby the place, did you?
Norby.
Code Brown.
We might need to head out here.
Code Brown.
We're out here on the island today. We camped out on the salt overnight. Super fun area, amazing views. It's something that you just can't see anywhere else on the world. Really great experience to be able to come out here and see this place on Earth.
It's really just an extreme environment. Hardly any water. Extreme distances, like the mountains that you see are 50 to 80 miles away. And in the middle of this, it's kind of an oasis, but it's pretty remarkable to think that this was all surrounded by water, and there was coral here at one time underwater, and now it's just like a totally foreign to that type of environment.
I'm just trying to take this all in. I have a bucket list and I have fulfilled quite a bit of those bucket lists, but there's things like this that you just never think are actually gonna happen, so they don't actually make the bucket list. And here I am in the salt flats in Bolivia, and I'm just blown away by the experience of being here. And I'm also gonna add a few more big items to my bucket list, because why not dream big? You never know what's gonna happen.
Definitely looks like something out of this world.
It's really deceiving too. The depth perception here kind of plays with your head. I feel like I'm in the Monty Python movie and you just never quite get to your destination. But it is great to be here. Ever since we started talking about doing the Pan American, this was on my list. So that was roughly 7 years ago. And it's really cool to be here right now.
What more could you ask for? It's a unique place within a unique place. As we hike the island, a group of soldiers are taking a tour as well. Afterwards, I take the opportunity to meet their leader and trade some patches with them.
Roberto. I am an expedition leader. Jefe expedition. Okay. You are Jefe? Yes. Commander? Yes, good. Patches for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, muy bien. Gracias.
No,
Yeah.
thanks so much.
Yeah, you bet.
Por aguas
See?
is
Roberto teaches me the condor's handshake, something we have seen many of them do amongst themselves.
Is that right?
okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Es amigo del pollo gordo.
Our school. School.
Condor.
School of condors.
Yes.
Muchas gracias.
For you, huh? And
Thank
this
you.
is the
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
flag of our country.
Gracias.
Of course.
Muchas gracias. That's awesome. That's awesome. See ya.
Thanks so much.
Ciao. Ciao.
No, no importa.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, that's awesome.
Gracias, gracias. I've got a Magpul one I could trade him.
Dude, trade him a
Okay,
Magpul.
I got one for you. Un momento.
And upon his return, commiserates the most awkward hug of all time.
Gracias.
No.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Boom. You gotta go back.
Pretty soon, everyone is getting in on the action.
Looks good. Looks good.
Is this good? Is this right?
For the newest members, Condors.
This newest members. All right, man, let's go.
Vámonos. That goes to show that no matter where you are, people are people.
Yeah.
And no matter how odd and oppressive a government may be, people are people. And they
Yeah.
just want to be friendly. They want to be friendly. It's pretty rad. It was really cool. Cool guys.
Time is ticking, and in order to make our next objective, we need to be wheels up.
Well, that was a cool trip. Let's. We got 2 hours to burn into that area. Should we hypermile it like 60 miles an hour and just get the best fuel economy we can?
Yep, that would be the best idea. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone up.
Commodore says all ahead full.
All ahead full. Aye, aye, sir.
Initiate thrusters.
Thrusters initiated.
Flaps 20%. Rolled out, ready for takeoff.
We are on our way to see some ancient mummies, preserved through time in the desert.
A nice building right there too. Yes, let's just go down there. I can see Centro de Turismo, maybe it said.
Place looks pretty sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah, this place is quiet today, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen mummies before. Oh, we're gonna.
The mummies are the remains of former people of significance. They were religious leaders, governors, and notable people in the community. Buried in a mummification process inside a hollowed-out clump of ancient lava.
Crawl in there, Kurt, see if you fit. You never come across like open bodies like that. It's pretty amazing that they're still here, honestly. 2,000 years old. Oh, wow. Man.
Peek in there, yeah, light that up. Look at the clothes. So does that look like corn?
Yeah.
Like a pineapple, maybe. But you definitely got like a femur right here.
Yeah.
A lot of clothing. There was some kind of a vase in there, a pot in there.
Remnants of his ear. He's got all of his skin on.
Oh my gosh. Look at he's got clothes. Epidermis all around his rib cage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his ear is still there. A lot better teeth on this one too, which is interesting. Like that's like pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Big thick teeth. Some of the others you could tell they had really poor teeth.
Man, the skulls are so different. That's like a, I don't know, 8-year-old, 6-year-old kid maybe?
I feel like any moment the ground's gonna break way and we're gonna fall into a 100-foot tomb. Just fascinating how they had these natural formations and then decided to use them. And it's kind of like a natural burial process in a way. So I think it's actually really fascinating.
Yeah, it's just a crazy place. You know, I've never seen anything like that. You go see people buried all different kinds of ways, and this is very unique and just one of a kind.
I think even more unique that we can get to see it, that we can go put eyes on it, that it's not still just buried or preserved or reburied or fully looted to where there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So it's pretty humbling.
Something straight out of National Geographic, if you ask me. And no one really knows about it. Our minds lost in the mystery of this place in the Salar De Uyuni, we head out into the sunset, where the world seems to transform into another planet. It's so spectacular that no one is talking. Everyone's just watching the world go by in total wonderment. This is the stuff an overlander dreams about. Remote, mysterious, and adventurous. I contemplate if this could get any better. I guess we'll have to wait and see.